Hey, Jared, I hate to bother you, but I want to know if you can tell me who this drummer is.
Interesting.
Okay.
I know it's Meshuggah. Is it Thomas Hawk?
Very good.
Hey!
You did it.
Yes, everybody, we are back for a second episode of Can You Tell the Drummer Just by Hearing the Drums? We took a bunch of your suggestions. We got a whole bunch of new tunes to challenge these three on. We're going to ask what you guys think these songs are.
right.
So everybody gets to take part in this episode of the Drum Department, which starts right now.
I like this side of the room over here, you guys. We call this side Orange is the New Black.
Oh.
Is it a team name or no? Not really.
I'm on their team.
I thought it was a safety thing.
You're definitely not on our team. Not with that hair.
You guys like my new style?
7 seconds in, we got a hair comment. already.
Hey, Zeus, get up on his head right here. No. People got to see the little cute poof. Go get in right in there.
No,
Yeah.
you
Go
don't
in.
get to see my poof.
Nice and close.
No, you're my poof.
Hey, Zeus, closer.
That's as
Closer!
far as the camera goes.
Physically bring it. There we go.
That's as far as it goes.
Dave, tip down so they can see it.
We can put a man on the moon.
They must have had one of those curly
Right.
combs.
It started as a perm, but I didn't like where it
Started
went.
as a perm.
So I told him to keep cutting.
You were a perm guy back in the day.
Can we talk about drums here, guys?
We can.
Anything. No one's
I
here
already
anymore.
got Nilish
They all
already said,
left.
wow, Kyle, you don't have to shout.
Yeah. He doesn't have
Okay.
to shout, though.
I'll
He's
be-
excited. Let
I'll
him be excited.
I'll be calm. I can be calm. Dylan, I'd like to thank you for coming out today.
Last minute edition. Thanks for having me.
Yes. And Jared,
Everyone else
thanks for
said
coming.
no, so we invited Dylan.
I will point out, I read the comments, and last time I got accused of cheating because I sat there, and they said I'm looking at comments. That was
that's
not
why.
true, so I made a point of sitting
That's
over
why
here.
you sat there.
So Dave's cheating, if anything, today.
Dave's
Okay, well,
cheating.
my laptop is down. Oh, I guess I can look at
That's
yours.
why I got
Do you have
called
any
out.
answers on your? Because I don't want to be accused of cheating.
I can kind of split the difference here, so
All
we'll
right,
be
split
all
the
right.
difference. I won't
What are we doing for those of
I'm just
have
gonna
never done this
get to
before?
that. Thank you so much, Jared. So a few weeks back, we did an episode where we played just drum tracks to see
Yeah.
if we could identify who the drummers were. Now we chose pretty well-known drummers.
Yep.
But we specifically chose parts that didn't show the signature licks because that would be too easy, we felt. And we got to A/B the two with and without the song. But I have to say, you guys, so
It was
Dave
tough. It's-
Dylan were both in this, and you guys both thought you weren't going to do very well, and you both almost aced it.
Well, there's two things you listen for. One of them, obviously the song. If you can hear the groove that, okay, I know that tune, and then you put the drummer behind it. The other one is the drum sound itself and the beats and fills that the drummer's playing. Sometimes you can identify it through that alone. Like no one has a snare that sounds like that but this drummer. So there's two ways that I approach it, but I got to tell you, it was harder than you think. And now Dylan's
Hold on,
whispering over there.
there's some chatter happening over here.
He's just going on and on.
I loved the audience participation though in the
They
last
were
one.
really good
They were
at it.
better than Dave and I.
Really good
I was
at it.
slow and kind of struggling, but they were like, on it.
And
Totally.
and I also was accused last time of running relatively olden days songs. So we have some more modern material today.
Okay.
What's the average age of the person here? Can we do a poll? Can you do a poll in there?
The people watching.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's everyone's age? Just so
Just
we
tell
know.
us.
Just say it. Just post in the chat.
Let's go ahead and tell us how old you are.
that's your
And your address and no, don't do
Your
that.
social security number.
Okay, so our average already is about 30. It's
30?
actually very consistently 30. How is that possible?
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. So we have one person skewing it lower. It's
13,
very,
13,
it's
50, 56,
yep.
20. Okay.
30, 40, 50.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in the butter zone, though, I would
So
say.
everyone watching that should get all the drummers, is what you're saying.
I think so. Yeah, there's a few younger folks here, so they're going to learn a bunch today. The thing I learned last time, which we talked a little bit about, and we're going to talk a lot about today, for sure, is the details we discover in the drums-only performances.
Right.
Because there's little signature things and a hi-hat, or maybe it's a sound choice that you can't hear. There's one here that's fascinating that Aaron Edgar helped me prep these this time, and he's like, yo, check this out. And I was like, whoa, there's so much more happening than you think. So I love it. Should we get started? Let's
do it.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one, I don't think I'm going to give, I might have to give some context to this one.
No context. Just give it
Okay,
to us.
you want, okay, all right, let's see what happens.
I want context.
Oh,
context. Okay, Jared wants context.
Just because Dave doesn't.
band and
Iconic artist, still performing to this day, in the rock scene, known for great showmanship.
Before we start, are we playing for anything? Anything on the line here?
I mean, I'm pretty sure bragging rights are pretty big.
And I will say this one, you probably won't get the drummer, but you'll probably get the artist maybe. So this is gonna be a bit tricky. So we're starting with the tricky one. Here we
Nothing
go.
on the line, got it.
Bit of a giveaway there. See if anybody on YouTube's got it yet. Jay Weinberg's dad. Be Max Weinberg. That's helpful.
What is that?
Oh, okay, so we've got some pretty modern choices so far. I will say this is probably from the early 70s.
Man.
It's
This
not.
is an
Is it
old
ZZ Top? It's not ZZ Top.
Oh, that's
is
a
it?
great guess. No.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna get guesses from everybody today. Anybody out there? Anybody else got it? Anyone thinking a Royal Blood? That's an interesting guess. A lot of
early
folks saying
70s?
Dominic Howard from Muse.
That's a good guess.
Early 70s.
Yeah, not even saying.
It wasn't even
So was it Blues Drummer? Oh, someone got it.
Really?
Bon Johnham. No.
Let's hear it one more time. One more time.
No Cymbals. Interesting. That classic 2/3 deal.
Yeah.
So 70s. You might.
Yeah.
I'm wrong, but I'm going to throw in a guess from Danny Seraphin.
That's a good guess too. Double bass though.
Double bass, yeah.
And it sounds like two bass drums to me.
All right, yeah.
That right
That
there.
right there. Dun, 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 dun. Like I'm singing it in my head. Okay, you going to give us one more
Keith Moon's a
hint?
great guess. Someone did get it though. This
Someone
is
did get it?
impressive. Steve Smith's a great guess. Kiss is a good guess.
Can I just say one thing, Kyle?
Poop is not a good guess.
You started this saying you're going to choose modern songs for this one, and then you throw with a banger
Yeah,
of the early 70s.
that's right. I pull a bag over your head and punch you in the face.
Yeah, I don't know. My guess would have been Danny Seraphin. It's not Keith Moon. It's not Louis Bellson.
Okay, I'll give you
Absolutely
a
not.
couple little more hints just for fun. This artist was discovered by Frank Zappa.
Oh, that doesn't help me
Crickets.
at all.
Complete crickets.
Wow,
We've had the most recent drummer here and performed this song.
Alice Cooper.
Dang!
Oh, that's totally
Very
it.
good.
Yeah.
What
Dylan,
song?
thank you.
The school's out?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Wow.
That's really impressive.
I need hints.
Yeah.
But what's
So
the
who is
what's the
original
drummer?
Neil Smith.
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, no, that was one I had to look up. That's a deep cut. I'll give you that.
I'm going to take off.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly,
You're
yeah.
1 for 1. I'm out of here.
So congratulations
That's
to
it for me.
the Peanut Gallery on YouTube that got that right. That was
Yeah.
a tough one. Travis Tatman says, "Can I get a shout out?" Absolutely, Travis Tatman. Congratulations. You know what? You're getting a prize for that.
Yeah, I'll give him a
Email
prize.
me at krad@drumeo.com. I'm going to send you something really cool. All right.
Awesome.
You ready for the
The next one.
context to this?
here.
I'm going to give a little bit of context with this one. 90s,
Okay.
not John Otto. We used that one last time.
Pretty intense. Got it. Corn, they're gonna leave.
Yeah. Easy.
Is he right though? Is the question.
Ray Luzier?
Wow. That was like
that was
3
a good one.
seconds.
Yeah, you had it just with the cymbal hit.
So that was one of the first songs my drum teacher had me playing. I think he had drumless versions of these. Ian Lockheed, shout out Ian.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had this song, and it was one of the usually
The
it was
audience says it was easy though.
it was usually play-alongs and stuff, but then this one was like, whoa, I can play a cool song on the drums. Like that was a big moment.
Right.
Who was the drummer?
Ray Luzier.
No.
No, not then.
That's not that. Not back then.
I
That
don't know
was-
the corn drummer in that time.
David Silvera.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I
Had to
did
stop
know that.
playing.
Why?
Had some physical issues playing the drums.
That's too bad.
Interesting. Okay.
And Ray Luzier's had that gig now for probably longer than David did, I think.
Do you know if he's like considered a member of Korn, or is a Korn still just the entity and then hired guns?
It's a great question.
What gave it away for me was the sound of the ride cymbal, because it's similar to the one on Blind.
Can we just talk about the sound of the drums from the 90s though? The snare. Just
Yeah.
that crank.
I remember tuning my snare like that, but only because that really loud, poppy, woody sound. I heard it on Our Lady Peace.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Small hi-hats.
Jeremy Taggart.
Small snare drum tuned up to the ceiling. Little splashes here and there.
Yeah.
And you can hear no Pro Tools. It's pretty clearly real drums.
Oh, they're still.
A little bit of swing happening there.
Yeah. All recorded to tape.
Yeah, you can tell.
Impressive. You can take part in this too, by the way. Just so you know.
I don't even know what to do. I don't even know why I'm here. They just wheeled me in here before we started.
Like Hannibal Lecter just came in.
All right, let's move forward. We gotta take Dylan off of his horse here.
Toss them an easy one.
This
Get 'em
one,
feeling good about themselves, you know?
Dylan off of a
This
horse?
one you guys will probably get right away.
horse.
I'm not sure. Also 90s. Here we go.
Green Day.
Nope.
Interesting drum sound. Oh, beautiful people,
Marilyn Manson.
That's curious because where we started that clip is like you could get it from that because it's the right, and then it goes to that.
It was hard to get Green Day out of my head because I was singing.
You're not wrong.
I can't even remember the song again. Anyway, it's hard to get it out of your head when you start singing it.
Who
Yeah.
played drums on this?
Audience got it.
So on the recording,
Danny in the chat says next Legio. So
What?
I don't
get
know.
that.
It's just funny. It's just funny. Yeah. So it's beautiful people. Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
Do you know the drummer?
I-
Anybody? And as far as I can tell, this is accurate. It's tough because he was a little bit closed with who was working. He's pretty.
Hal Blaine.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's actually Paul Lime out of Nashville. Was doing a Shania Twain session. Like, hey, and he's like, yeah, I'll do that. No, it's not him. It
I wasn't
was.
sure if you were serious or not.
I don't know either.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't Paul Lyon.
So it was Ken Wilson, everybody. Better known as I went and found his real name. Ginger Fish.
Oh, I've heard
Remember
that
Ginger
name.
Fish?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Marilyn Manson has a bad history with drummers.
He
Yeah,
does.
Jason
hurts them.
Sutter.
Jason Sutter, Randy Cook. Who
Yeah.
else? We've had a bunch.
The stories
He
we
throws
heard.
a lot of things at his drummers.
You know, when
Josh
you hear,
Freese.
when you hear from one drummer, it's like, it could be just, he could have been one of the random scenarios. When you hear the same corroborating stories from other drummers that have come
We
out.
should start a support group for them.
Yeah. I heard that he once got on a plane from one of the drummers, drank a whole bottle of absinthe before he got on.
Oh, wow.
And then just was unruly and like basically got kicked off or almost kicked off.
I've heard that similar story.
This is
Yeah.
interesting.
I've heard it similar.
A lot of folks were with you on that. They're thinking it was Green Day. And the drum sound, I mean, really. I'm sorry. Yeah, got that one. Here. It's not that different.
Yeah.
A little bigger, but you get in context.
That song's got energy, hey?
So angry. We were so mad in the 90s.
All it
I'd
took
be-
was that tom part, though. That is an iconic part.
I'm curious the general consensus on decades of drum sounds because we're biased, but the 90s seemed like they had a breakthrough. Like 70s was a little bit thin sounding. I love 70s music.
too.
80s got like pretty produced, but 90s sounds like it had like this really epic drum
Pretty
sound.
angry. It's usually got a bit of room to it, but it's got that like push to
They
it.
put the bottom heads back on the drums.
That's
again,
true.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the 80s, half of them aren't real drums. It's drum machines,
Yeah.
right? So, okay, the next one. All I'm going to say about this gives it away completely.
Well, then you shouldn't give that big of a...
Jared's going to get it.
Oh, you can't say
Oh,
that.
okay, I already know who
now
it is.
Ready?
Yeah,
Let them have it.
Is it Matt Cameron?
The suspense is killing us.
Carter Beauford.
This is Carter Beauford.
Girl from Ipanema.
Yes.
41 Ways?
41, no, I don't think
No.
it's that one. It's not Warehouse, it's not...
I don't know the name of the song. I'm blanking. But it's on Crash.
Yeah, it's on the album Crash.
Primus, great guess.
Oh, that's actually
Same snare
the
sound.
snare
for
sound,
sure.
totally.
Yeah, that would have been a good guess.
That's such a good guess. Yes, Carter Beauford. I'm a little surprised he didn't get. Okay, think one more time.
Yeah, let me hear it, let me
I
hear it.
feel like
I
you
know
get
that. I just don't know song names that well.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Hey, the eyebrow. Jimmy Fallon does it better. Dave Matthews and Dave Matthews does. Hot take.
Oh, you can kind of hear it.
Too much.
Yeah, yeah, too
Ah.
much. It's great. Too much.
Saxophone for you.
I eat too much.
I mean, what a great part. What a great part.
Interesting thing here is, if I'd played any Carter Beauford thing, you probably would have got it, because they're all different, and there's something interesting happening in all of them. Some of these you'll discover is, it's like, well, that could be anybody. So it's finding the little details, right?
But if you played something off of Every Day, that album that was produced by Bob Rock, that's
was
where it would trick some people.
I would agree, and the one they did with Keith Ballard. Well, no, that's Every Day.
I thought that was Bob Rock, but yeah.
But yeah, you're totally right. It's a
Yeah.
much straighter record. It takes away that sort of beautiful fun that band has.
The only album where Carter played 8 bars or 4 bars of 8 notes on the hi-hats consistently at once.
It was very poppy.
And he's just got a tear rolling the entire time. So good.
I think many fans revolted after that record.
I remember, yeah.
What's your favorite? Okay, hang on. Before we move on, because I think we're all huge Dave Matthews fans. Yes?
Big Whiskey
Not
and
really.
the Groove Rex
Really?
thing.
Yeah.
So
never got into them.
So prog rock and Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
Things to know.
Yeah, I'm a simpleton with
Little
that
things
stuff.
to remember.
What were you going to ask?
So favorite Dave Matthews Band record or song?
Big Whiskey and the Groove Rex King, in my opinion, is their best
That's a
album.
great record.
You're just saying that to be different. Their biggest record is Crash. That was a record that I fell in love with them
This is
on,
great. We
but
all have 3 different choices.
Under the Table and Dreaming was good.
No,
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
These Crowded Streets
You
is
know,
their
I
best
think-
record.
Which one?
Before These Crowded Streets.
They're all good records, for sure. But what I love about it was when Big Whiskey came out, it was like not their first handful of albums. It was a deeper into their career album, and it was so good. It's where
No doubt it was good.
it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let's move on.
That's great. All right, next one. Oh, I feel like you're going to get this. There's a lot of interesting things happening on this track that are unrelated to the drum part, which is interesting to me. So here we go. That snare sound, man.
Oh, I know this one.
What is that?
Oh, someone got it right away. Yeah, got the right artist, got the right band, and the right song. 3 different people got that.
Nothing else matters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lars Ulrich.
So, okay, here it is in context, because why not?
And
I
Lars
don't want to
gets
play any more of that because it'll
way
probably
too
get banned.
much. Way too much hate.
I
That's
know.
a
and
solid groove.
I hate how much hate Lars gets.
I agree. He gets too much hate. That was iconic. Someone caught it right away. We were right around the corner from you, I bet.
I think so.
It was close.
You were just right there.
We were right there.
You guys were just, she was coming around the corner. You were right next to her.
Yeah.
So that was recorded in Vancouver. You guys
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah, Warehouse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was
No.
at
Oh,
the factory.
the
in the
factory.
mountain. Yeah.
That's where Vancouver has this iconic recording studio, Little Mountain. That's where Bob Rock set up shop for a while, and that loading bay snare sound, they record the snare in the main room, and they'd blast it through amplifiers into the literal loading bay, like an industrial loading bay, and then they'd record that sound, and that's that.
So apparently,
cool.
Super cool.
the information I have on this song is, so when they recorded, they would record whenever the band felt like it was time. So Lars would come in all hours, and whenever he had the moment, he felt like he was going to do, he was going to go in and do a bunch of takes, and that's sort of how they do it. So it took them forever to make the record. They took a long time making the Black Album. That snare sound, you can really hear it. Listen to how sort of unnaturally large it is. Because the hi-hats, you can tell, are not the same room space.
Yeah.
Right? So, of course, there's effects and things like that on it. But this, from what I understand, was one of the first albums where they were using Sound Replacer to add a sample to it. And this is also one of the first records where they started digitally manipulating the parts. So I think that's part of how they got the feel for this track. And that whole record has like that almost impossible to duplicate drum sound. It's so large.
And that same sound, like AC/DC did some songs there,
Yep.
and I think Motley Crue.
Yep.
Yeah, iconic Vancouver studio. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
I'm surprised you didn't choose something from the Saint Anger album. We would have got that one right away too.
Bang, bang, bang. But again, speaking about Lars Ulrich, speaking of Bob Rock,
It's iconic.
That record evokes an emotion because of that very hard to listen to snare sound.
What invokes emotions?
The album's called Saint Anger, and you're listening to that song or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
it makes you uncomfortable. I think it nails that. And then I love the fact that people talk about it all the time, take the piss out of it all day long. But at least it brought something out of people instead of just being like, whatever.
And the track Saint Anger was great. It was a great song.
I think that sometimes in that world you have to do something so different to actually make people pay attention.
Oh, there you
Reminds
go.
me of like Cybertruck. So
Yeah.
different design-wise
Yeah,
that it's just like you
everyone's
can't
talking
even
about it.
compare it.
Yeah.
Look at that album. You can't compare that snare sound to anything else.
It's true.
That's true.
JRTME in YouTube says, was recorded to tape and moved to Dash. Yeah, exactly. A friend of mine was actually one of the many assistants they had for those sessions and said, yeah, they remembers the day they rolled the computers in because no one had done that. This was like 1990, right? So it was like a whole new dawn of how they were going to make music.
Did they transfer it on a big 5 1/4-inch floppy disk?
Yeah, exactly. They brought in one of those big IBM machines, the giant spinning tapes.
Press the turbo button to
That's
make
right.
sure that you're getting all the juice.
That's right. Turbo. They overclocked it. All right, next one. This one, same era. That's all I'll say. I don't know. Maybe you get this. I would never have gotten this one.
Alice in Chains? No.
Animal from Muppet Show. Good guess. Van Halen. Good guess.
Judas Priest?
Good guess. Motley Crue.
Come on.
There it is.
Yeah, listen.
Thank you, Jack. Jack is totally right.
Let me hear it again. Let's hear
Here
it
it is
again.
again, everybody. So those of you guessing hair metal, it's a little bit more aggressive than that, and this is probably mid-90s. So. That's true. You're not wrong. I will also say this. This band is back together after many years. 2 of the members are no longer with us. That gives it away completely. Yep, someone got it. 2 people got it.
Not really. I would throw out the guess Iron Maiden.
No, that's not.
Not enough.
Yeah, this one's gonna bug me. That's they did
I feel like he's.
Walk.
Yep, you're right.
Pantera.
That's right.
Pantera,
it's
and it's
Vinnie Paul.
Vinnie Paul. Yeah.
And to me, that's one of their better recorded songs. I listened to Pantera. I was doing a deep dive one day, and I was like, the first couple records are not recorded very well. The drum sounds are like, ugh. But the kick drum he's got, because his kick drums are mixed like,
Jack, you're right. That kick drum should have given
they're
it
on
away
top of the
sooner.
vocal. They're so loud.
Aaron's never gonna let me live that one down.
Yeah. All right. The next one's going to speak for itself. If you guys don't get it in 10 seconds, I'll be shocked.
Hold on, can Jared get one? Let's let Jared.
I don't
get
know
one.
if he can.
No, don't wait for me.
Yeah. You need to win.
So
man.
should we? Do you want to put? Are
haven't
we?
gotten any.
It's like we're at bowling and we're putting up the guardrail so it doesn't go in the gutter for him. Put the bumpers.
All right, let's hear it.
Here we go. You can't answer.
So tasty.
This isn't Get Lucky by
Good guess. This is old. 70s.
70s.
Not a drummer.
Oh, it's like James, or
The drummer on that track is not a drummer.
Steve Wonder. Yeah, it's Superstition.
Superstition.
Yeah.
Close.
Oh yeah, because that would.
Oh, I Wish.
Yeah.
I Wish. Yeah.
Okay. So there's so much going on the track, right?
Yeah.
Listen to what's actually happening in the drums. It's even busier than you think it is.
Yeah.
There's 2 hi-hat parts too, pretty sure. So there's pan, one there, and one here.
But I'll listen to this kind of drumming all day long. I love it. And usually it's non-drummers that do it. It's like,
Yeah.
Wow. Some great guesses. I love where the YouTube chat goes with these because you keep trying to like, who could this be? And you kind of go in your head, who do I know might sound like this? Joey Kramer from Aerosmith. He is a funky drummer for sure. That's a great guess.
See, it's tougher than you think.
yeah.
It's tough.
Oh, someone said I thought it was Jet Airliner, so that'd be Gary Malabar. That's a great guess too. And yeah, that Steve Miller Band. Several people guessed that. That's interesting. Queen. That could be Roger Taylor. Though Roger Taylor,
Yeah.
he'd have that whoosh thing on the snare drum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His like that's like his signature thing.
Yeah.
And I love how like raw the drum sound is.
you can hear the toms
It's
ringing or
almost
something.
distorting.
Yeah, all the weed.
And that is Stevie Wonder on the drums.
Someone's playing congas in the back, it sounded like.
Probably. It's probably leaking through the track.
Yeah.
And also, if you listen to Superstition very closely with headphones on, you can hear a Speed King squeaking.
Oh, on that one
And
too?
it's-
No way.
And I to this day now I can't not hear it, and it drives me crazy. Good work, guys. Okay, this one I can't imagine you'll get. It's because it doesn't give you anything.
Dave's looking at
Let's
it.
go. Bring it
I
on.
can't
You're
see.
totally
This
cheating.
one?
You can't guess.
If you remember last time we did Kickstart My Heart,
Yeah.
and that had a very sort of cut and paste sound to it.
Yeah.
This is going even farther. This is a 90s band, still out today.
Still
very
out today.
popular.
Very
Very popular in certain circles. Here we go. Karen Carpenter, good guess. Kick Drum Sound gives it away in my mind. 9 Inch Nails, great guess.
Is it Nickelback?
No. Meg White, good guess. Cool.
Yeah.
Distorted, love it.
That's all we get? 4 on the floor?
Oh, someone got it.
Really?
2 people got it. Sean Kinney, good guess. 3 people got it. 4 people got it. Oh yeah, they're all over it now.
What is it?
Oh.
Oh, Rammstein. Hell yeah. Good job, Cat.
That was.
Wow.
How are people able to get that?
No kidding.
Like,
I guess so.
That's the only giveaway, really.
they're basically getting it instantly because there's a slight delay, right? From when the chat pops up to when we hear it. There's like a
7
10-second
seconds,
delay.
something
So
like that.
based on when that person got it, they probably just heard it like a couple bars. You
Sorry,
hearing what? Are you understanding what I'm saying? You look very
Can
confused.
someone write that down for me? So,
down for me.
what you're saying is one of us is in the future.
So it'd be
No,
your
it's-
bull.
I'm saying it's very impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive how quickly
You're
they
not
got it.
wrong about that. Yeah, that's 100%
You know, that's
true.
the third time you've told me I'm not wrong.
You know why I'm doing it.
Yeah, you guys need to get out of your offices.
Well. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it, Kyle?
I guess not.
You're not wrong.
I think,
The twins over there.
I think both of you
terrible.
have fallen from trees before. Sometime
Oh,
in your
absolutely.
history.
I've been hit in the face by a couple of trees. So, you anyone know the name of the drummer? It's got a great name.
Bill Rammstein.
Yes, good old Willie Ramstein. Yeah, it's Christoph Doomschneider.
What?
Wow.
Great name.
That is so
Is he
cool.
fun at parties?
I imagine he is.
You know, you went and saw them live just
did.
recently. Apparently, it's like an unbelievable show.
It's what Kiss really wants to be. That's the truth.
Yeah, right? Like full on
It's just
explosions.
amazing. It's a visual experience that I cannot put into words.
awesome.
It makes there's like no screens and it's all visual lighting and fire and brings those visceral emotions through. It's quite something.
Did you guys see anything
swinging
about
out
Kiss's last show?
Yeah,
I
they
heard.
handed it over to the Avatars.
Did they
They
really?
did really. So their last show was in New York on Saturday.
Yeah.
They played their final song, which I think was Rock and Roll All Night and Part of Every Day. That's not right, is it? At the end of the song, they basically hand over to the next generation of Kiss, which is they've spent months, they were, of course, keeping it quiet. They're all avatars now, so they're doing the ABBA thing. So it's all holograms. The last number they had played at that show was all holograms.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, so, and they've envisioned those characters even bigger now because they can, because they're CG. So, the demon has wings and they're giant.
His tongue's even longer.
So they're going to keep
Probably.
it going. That's the ultimate.
Is that of any surprise?
Well, I guess not, but the only thing I heard about it was like there was nothing different. They didn't say any special thank yous or anything. They just treated it
like their very last show, you mean?
yeah.
Sorry. Someone in the chat, William Randolph Ramstein III. That's good. And one more. Of course, someone had to get in some Lars hate. My cat can play better drums than Lars. I'd like to see that cat play drums.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
I would.
It's easy to hate on him, but come on, guys.
Yeah.
He's great. He's a great drummer.
Exactly. All right.
I'd love to
You guys
have
ready for the next
Lars
one?
out here.
Yeah.
There's more?
Yeah, we got two more.
Two more. Okay, we're not really doing too well here. Chat's doing way better than us.
Chat's
yourself.
doing pretty good.
Dylan's like,
He's
what?
got the
He's got
most.
2.
Yeah.
No, I got 3 or 4.
No, you got 2.
You have 2.
3 or 4.
Yeah, maybe even 2.
Yeah.
You've got some extra hints.
We're grading this like theater
downgrade
sports
you.
though, so the points don't really count.
Yeah.
Actually, I give you 100 for everything you get. Everyone else gets 1.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You're not
Nonsensical points.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right.
Right.
This one. Let's just see if you get it.
This is Black Hole Sun. Does it sound good?
Oh!
Yeah. Matt Cameron. That's drags going into
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And can we celebrate, which is most certainly probably, an Aot Keplinger snare drum? It's gotta be.
Wow. Let it play.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I want to hear the fills.
Such an interesting groove.
Oh, it's so heavy,
That's
man.
amazing.
Yeah.
Is it? The snare is panned right. Fascinating. Snare is panned right. Yeah, isn't that
Such a
just a heavy
relaxed,
groove?
such a relaxed. It's hard to play that with that feel on that song.
And the ghost notes are like they brought him really out in the mix on that too, right?
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
just has like that.
Who's the drummer?
Matt Cameron.
Matt
It is
Cameron.
It was Matt Cameron, yeah, who now plays with?
Pearl Jam.
Right.
Yeah.
He always sort of talked about being kind of a jazz leaning drummer his whole career. And like clearly you see it there, like just the nuance in his playing. That's way more sophisticated than you probably expect a 90s grunge band to sound, right? You go back to this, which is much more brutal. Ghost notes, listen to how they're playing. Okay, it's kind of, it's smooth, right? But the maturity of the spacing of the notes. The open hi-hat.
I think those are quite different genres, though, right? Like one is more
Same
like
era.
kind of rock rap-ish,
Yes,
kind
that's
of
true.
like the
Same era.
POD style
But
drum sound.
I would love to see
Yeah,
Matt
the
Cameron play
POD.
with Korn. That'd be cool. And Ray Luzier can do that stuff too.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah,
Sure.
Right.
that was a good one.
Great.
That was
I'm
a
glad you enjoyed it.
soft hitter.
You're saying that because you got it right.
Yeah. Only the ones that I get right are good. All the rest are garbage.
Oh, that's crap.
All the rest are crap.
Yeah, the chat is thinking that's probably a Keplinger 7-inch deep snare drum. If you want to get super nerdy on it, probably had wood hoops on it too. I don't know, but
Do we have a Keplinger here?
I don't think so.
That would be something.
They're hard to find these days. I remember when they were like literally littering the landscape back in the day, and now they're a little harder to
Well,
find.
last time I think I was on the show a couple months ago, and I said about those
There we go.
staccato drums.
Oh yeah.
And ever since then, I've had people emailing me, like 3 or 4 people emailing me, and I think we're making a deal on one of the most recent ones. This
No
blue
way.
staccato drum set. So if anyone has a Keplinger, send it our way.
we need it for our collection.
Yes.
Dylan's making a note right now.
No,
I'd
I
love to
think I
do.
know what this. Oh yeah, I know what these are.
Yeah,
They're snare drums.
Greg Keplinger, snare builder out of Seattle.
Super heavy.
They're steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stainless steel
Yeah.
and quite thick.
Ooh.
I sold a few of them back in the day. He partnered with Aot.
Can we get one,
bunch of
Jared?
them.
Can we?
Only if you make that song. All right.
I think we need one, right?
Definitely.
Oh, good. Actually, I love what Marcel Dubé just said. He said he has that STP feel. Yeah, totally. Eric Kretz also had that kind of swagger.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I will go on the record here right now, just a hot take. I think STP was perhaps the most underrated grunge band of all time.
Yeah, like
They were
Interstate Love
super
Song,
Hold
there's
on, hold
some
on.
neat drumming
Underrated?
there.
Super clever.
Dude, they're amazing.
Sour
And
Girl. Oh.
Yeah.
How are they underrated? What would you say?
Well, would you think they're properly rated?
Yeah, I think they're properly
Accurately rated.
Are you serious?
Straight up rated.
I heard them all the time in the
And they're
90s.
criminally underrated as a
Criminally
Yeah, I do.
underrated.
I
do.
mean, that's
Thank
a
you.
good show.
Who
We
agrees
should
with
do
you?
overrated, underrated.
Oh yeah.
And
And I think live was overrated.
What?
There it is.
Agreed.
Oh!
You know what? They have lightning crashes. Is that their
Is
only
the
big
chat going
song?
after me here yet?
Oh,
Not yet.
the
They've been
only
alright so
song?
far.
What about Lakini's Juice?
Okay, give me all of Live's hits, and then I will give you all of Soja Pie. How could you even consider that they're underrated or
we can-
overrated?
I think we can all agree though that the best band from that era is Lit. Yes.
Okay, let's do the last one here. It better be
I
lit.
hope the lit drummer's not in the chat.
Yeah.
Here we go.
For your sake.
This
You
is
get beat up after
a
this.
lightning round. I'm not going to refer to that right now. I'll talk to you about that one afterwards. Here we
Lightning
go.
round.
That's a clean drum sound.
Two Princes?
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Not bad
No,
guess.
it's not.
Oh. Oh, I know this.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, this is
Don't let him do
Steve
it.
Perkins.
Don't let him do it. Nope.
No?
Anybody out there get it? Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Spoon Man?
Good guess. No. A lot of folks also thought
Hold
that.
on, let me hear it again. Let me
One
hear
more
it
time,
again.
here we go.
Maybe this is
I have no idea. No, it's not too fast.
it's not the Prince. That's okay. Get that out of your head.
The YouTube chat is
It's not Spoon.
very correct.
How did I not get this one? You know,
Parabala.
you get a song in your head, you can't get it out.
I'm embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah,
I'm
the two
embarrassed.
princes. You were. That's when you try forcing something, and you're like, that's
Yeah.
gotta be it.
And then I was thinking Steve Perkins from Jane's Addiction.
That makes sense though. It's got that tribal vibe.
yeah,
I totally
it's
get
got that travel vibe. Okay. But of course it was Tool.
Yeah, so it was Tool, everybody. That was, of course, Danny
I
Carey.
was just going to say, tell people so they know
Yes.
who are listening.
And that
as
was
well as so I
Parabala by Tool.
I know. That's
Drummer was Danny Carey. Good work, everybody. You guys, you gave it your all. Jared gave it his most.
Jared showed up.
Yeah.
That was though. It's tough. It's not easy to do that. And if you guys liked, if you're watching this one for the first time, go and check out the first edition of this. It was just me and you, I think, on that one. And
You
that-
did well.
It was still difficult though.
Yeah, it was really hard.
Yeah. Next time, Kyle, we got to get you guessing.
Yeah.
Because you're like the
Yeah.
encyclopedia of of this stuff.
It's
You're-
hard out of context, right? I know it is. So
Yeah, no
I know.
kidding.
I'm like the game show host who has the answer. He's like, oh, no, obviously the answer is 7, right? And I'm like, no, I listen to half of these, and I'm like, there's no way I would get that.
I particularly love this because I just think isolated drum tracks are so interesting.
Yeah.
I said this last time, but I'll go down the rabbit hole on YouTube finding random ones. And
Yeah.
again, you hear all those nuances that Kyle was pointing out. You're like, I didn't know he did this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like
so-
total thing to nerd out on.
So fun. So fun. All right, speaking of grooves, let's get to Groove of the Week, shall we? See,
That's not a freeze frame.
I held a pause there, so when I have to cut that out later, I can.
Yeah, brilliant.
I didn't speak into it.
Brilliant.
This week's Groove of the Week is brought to you by at Groveman Drums. Do you know who Groveman Drums is?
I've heard of it.
Check out this guy. He does some really rad stuff.
Yeah. When I get up calling ya, we can hear the angels calling us. We can see the sunrise before us. And when I'm in the thing, I make it by side. I make it say,
That's Sam Groveman at Groveman Drums, where you can find him. He's on the YouTubes. He's on the Instagrams.
from
He's also
Atlanta.
on the Tickety Talks, I found.
The tickety talk.
Tickety
What are
Talks.
those little snares called?
Small snare drums.
Is that just literally his name?
Mini
That-
snare.
Mini snare?
Maybe. I don't know.
I first saw Ruben playing one of those.
Sopranino snare.
Yeah.
That one's probably like one of those little LP side snare ones, I think. He has,
He's great.
like, that is probably one of the more simple things he does. There's a bunch of 80s tunes which are like fully like programmed and overdub parts. He plays all of them at once.
Whoa.
And he gets dressed up in most of them. But there's some great clips of him with his band. He is a sick drummer. He can play everything. So check out Sam Groveman, support him, and check out the cool stuff he's doing. Jared, I want to send actually Dylan. I think today we're going to send you the drum kit. Can you do that for me?
yeah.
No,
good-
I was
I'm
almost
good for
there.
it.
I was almost able to play, and then he, for some reason, chose you. I think because of the sweater.
But it was your birthday yesterday.
Oh yeah!
No, you go. I don't want to do
Happy
it now.
birthday, Jared.
didn't want me.
Can
He
everybody
didn't
out there
choose
in YouTube sing you happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you.
Let's not.
It sounds like you're trying too hard at that point, maybe.
When you do the whole song.
Yeah, and just to him,
Yeah.
just by yourself.
Just only me singing.
I want to say 42.
Good guess.
Is that right? All right. I remember 42.
You know, I think my first video was when I was 22.
Really?
I think so.
That's fascinating.
YouTube wasn't even there then.
No.
Used.
Okay, we're going to move on to one of my favorite topics, which is always gear. It's time for Gear of the Week, everybody.
What do we have for them, Kyle?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Dylan. So everybody and their dog, literally any cymbal company these days, is making a low volume cymbal, right? So this is Meinl's take on low volume cymbals. So I think the trend started with Zildjian with the L80 low volume cymbals. Sabian came up with the quiet tone low volume cymbals. Then of course you've got the Evans DB1 or D-Bone, depending how you read the cymbals. And you've got, of course, I think 2 or 3 other cymbal companies. A lot of offshore cymbal companies are making a variation on it, all kind of making the same pattern. You were mentioning that earlier. Now, I played these a bit ago. These are quite surprising to me, so I won't say why. But take them for a spin. Tell me what you think. This is
I've already been playing them for several minutes. I'm just
Wow, I didn't even hear them.
that was really good. That was great.
Really good.
Should I try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like I would play normal cymbals, or
Well,
like
look
I
how
would
close
be.
Dave is to that crash, so we'll get a pretty good sense of what's going on here.
Yeah,
Or should I like
go
lay
for it.
into
I
them?
think
or
you should
should
play
I,
like you know.
Way into
Yeah.
them, man.
So like hit the drums full.
Are we really going to have this conversation?
That's amazing.
They're
actually
incredibly quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really quiet.
Wow.
They
That's
look
really
the same
cool.
as the other cymbals. They are like, I would say they're probably half the volume of the Sabians. And certainly the
Yeah, I
Sabians,
was going to say
probably the Zildjians.
Do they feel heavier than the other
They
ones?
feel really good. What'd you think, Dylan?
They feel incredible. I want a little practice kit at home, like maybe just practice pads, but I wanted to get cymbals.
Yeah, so from what I can tell, they're in their HCS line, which is their budget range. I think they're made of brass, which is probably why they're so mellow.
Some of the overheads here get Dylan to play again.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's just hear just the cymbals.
we'll never find that again.
Insane.
You just like play a beat and then play a beat and like ride the cymbal crash as hard as you can.
The crash?
Yeah. Just,
Okay.
Just
Nothing. No. I don't need ear protection. I
But
don't
it
need
doesn't
anything.
sound annoying.
No.
no.
Yeah.
It somehow they've reduced the amount of that high
Yes.
tinniness.
That zing.
There's still a little bit, but it's not as much as some of the
Yeah.
other ones I've heard.
So yeah, really impressed. I expected this to be literally just
another one.
another set of those cymbals.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be.
No, I'm
It's,
impressed.
and I will say for the audience, it's actually satisfying. Usually practice gear, quiet gear, you're like, it doesn't feel like I'm really playing.
Yeah.
This feels like I'm playing a drum beat.
Yeah, they got some give to them. Like,
So then, of course, the next question is, what would you pay for those cymbals?
does it come in a pack?
Yeah, this package.
I would pay $3,000.
Wish I had Jared's money.
I think this is a $250 cymbal pack.
Dylan?
Based on my needs right now, like I really want a little practice kit. I would spend $500 on this.
Okay. It's right in between the two answers. It's $399 US. Which to me is steep for practice sets compared to some other products out there. But after hearing them, 100% I would buy those.
I would too.
I might.
Yeah.
This is unusual. We actually all agree on.
Wow. I think this is the first time in gear where all four of us like, it's pretty freaking
I'm
good.
usually skeptical. There's so many gizmos and gadgets,
Yeah.
but these are like, I could, in my townhouse, I could lay into the drum beat
Yeah.
with this.
My
You'd have
favorite.
to figure out the drums.
My favorite gear review we did recently was with Art Cruise. If you haven't seen that one yet, go and check it out after this.
Oh, I
Art really enjoyed the product till he found out what it cost. It was really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though. Are we gonna give these away? To Dylan.
Oh, okay. Let's give them away. We're going to give these cymbals away to someone in our members area. For those of you watching on YouTube, you say, members area? I'm watching this right now on the YouTube channel. I'm a member, aren't I? Well, we actually have a membership here at Drumeo. If you've never had a chance to check that out, all you got to do is go to drumeo.com and you can sign up for a 7-day
see your
free
face to it.
trial.
Can you see my face to this?
Yeah, it's kind of nice because we don't have to look at your hair.
Oh,
There it is. In that 7-day free trial, what can you check out? You can check out lessons from your favorite drums. Would you guys mind? I am pitching something.
Do
Pitch
a
away,
pitch,
my
man.
friend.
Gosh. I see the student numbers increasing
So
as you're talking.
staggeringly annoying. You can check out over 5,000 songs with or without the drums with full transcriptions. You can see us play these cymbals. You can see amazing feats of fancy. You can see Brandon Taves play every song known to mankind all at once.
Yeah, that's right, actually. Yeah.
That one might not be true, but we have.
It's in the legacy content.
It's in the legacy content. There's a few other cool things in there too. There's lots of great stuff. Plus, you can even check out piano. You can check out guitar. You can check out singing. Get it all.
Okay.
And they can also be a hat.
They can also be, a horrible hat.
Next time you get your hair cut, just put this on your head and then just shave off all the hair that comes through. And then you're done.
I used to get something similar to that called a bowl cut. You remember those? You put the bowl on your head and.
But this isn't one of those.
Did your mom? Is that really where your childhood started? Good lord,
I
man.
was a 90s boy, man.
Bowl cut.
Bowl cut. All right, let's give it away.
I had a bowl cut for sure. Jared, give me a number between
7.
Okay, 7. Great, thanks. That'll work. We're gonna go today with. I don't know how to pronounce this. Oran. OERAN in the members chat. You have won this set of Meinl
congrats.
HCS
That's a
low
great,
volume cymbals.
that's a great
Email
press.
me at krad@drumeo.com with your address, and we're going to send them to you wherever you are in the world.
Just a question. Did Meinl give these to us
They did.
to give away?
Yes. Oh, I didn't ask that part actually. Whoops.
Hey,
Well, thank you, Meinl,
Yeah,
for
thank
giving
you,
them to
Mel.
us.
We gave our honest opinion, and we all loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
that'll be
win-win for
super handy.
everyone.
That's like a practical prize right there.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, it's time to end this lovely episode. You guys have been awesome. There were some great guesses. Jared, I'm glad you were able to at least take part in some of it.
I was just a warm body. Not even that warm.
Maybe next time what we can do is it'll be an all Jared Falk episode where we pull Jared Falk tracks and we have to guess what song he's playing.
Like songs I used to play on when I used to play.
I mean, I think I would do really well on that one.
Yeah,
I think I would.
Dave would. You'd have to wear your cowboy hat though.
I'd wear my cowboy hat,
Ooh.
and I would own it.
Do you still have that cowboy hat?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's a good
But I
answer.
can find one that's similar.
That's a good answer.
But Dave, wait, we're not. Dave, when I first met him, he came to a show I was playing at, and he was always wearing a cowboy hat.
Every
That's
time.
what we're
Is it like a Brett Michaels cowboy hat?
It was
kinda
the white
style?
Yeah, it
zebra
was
print
actually.
one. Yeah.
For real?
was
Did you think you were looking good when you did that?
I was 15 years
Okay.
old, so hell yeah, I did.
I think that's fair.
Hell
That's
yeah, I
fair.
did.
He was young and impressionable, and he was willing to do anything to get backstage.
Yeah, no.
Bolo tie, bolo tie, no bolo tie.
And now look where I'm
That's
at.
funny.
Oh man, mistakes were made.
Look where I got you.
Mistakes were made.
Well, good thing to know when you see Jared at a show. Consider your options.
Hey, before we, hey, before we wrap though about this episode, give us some feedback as to like what we should do next. Should we like theme these around? Maybe it's like like grunge rock or punk rock or jazz drummers or like era specific.
Sure, yeah.
You know, modern beats compared to like 60s beats or
All
something
Brazilian
Yeah.
music.
like that. Yeah, let us know in the comments if there's something that you'd like to see because I love this format and I want to keep doing it.
All right.
That's all
It'd
I
be cool
wanted
to
say.
do it with some of our guests that come through as
Absolutely.
Yeah.
well.
Maybe we can make a little segment where we do a mini version of that every now
Dude,
and then.
imagine Todd
Yeah.
Zuckerman doing this. He would destroy it.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, he's like
He's
an
a
encyclopedia.
historian, man. Yeah.
XTC!
Yeah.
Steve Maddox! That's not, is that my impression of Todd? It might be. Sorry,
Bad
Todd.
impression of Todd.
You know I love you.
Yeah, does he?
Well, I think that's going to bring this episode to a close. Next week is our last episode of the year, everybody. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to look back at the entire year of drumming in 2023. Lots of stuff happened.
Why are you taking a break?
Yeah, you're not going to the end of the year? Must be nice.
Yeah, I got to work all year.
Just end it. Let's go. Let's move on.
So, of course, that means we have to celebrate our Student of the Week. To our members, of course, we're going to come right back and answer your questions. We'll see which of these knuckleheads decide to stick around for that. I imagine one or two of them will. All right. Student of the Week, congratulations. He's going to throw something at me, I know it.
No, I haven't seen what time it is.
It's not going to be here.
Oh, come on.
All right. It's time for Student of the Week. Let's do the splash now. Everybody, let's celebrate Cathy Boom Boom as our Student of the Week. What a great screen name, by the way.
Love it,
Cathy
yeah.
played drums for 6 years in the 80s, stopped taking lessons, and when her band got popular. So, like a lot of drummers that started playing the drums, band did well. I think I'm just going to keep going. She took a break for a while, band broke up, as happens, came back to it 3 years ago. Her biggest influence is Bobby Chouinard. Anybody know who that is?
No.
I have to double check. I believe one of the drummers from Blue Oyster Cult. Pretty sure.
Oh, no.
Her goal with drumming is to fill in foundational gaps that she has from playing drums the first time around. So she's come back to improve her skill set.
Nice.
And she says that she loves playing the drums. It's the most valuable thing she's ever done. And she has a YouTube channel called Cathy Drums. So go check that out. But for now, we're going to say goodbye. Here is Cathy playing a rad song. Check it out.